everybody. So you probably know the drill by now. We're doing a pick a card reading. It's a tell me anything reading. I don't know what to expect. I've already pulled the cards you can see up here. I did it the normal way I do during readings, where I just allow the cards to fall out by themselves. Took whatever it gave me, unless it kind of gave me a bucket load of cards at any one time. So yeah, you've already got your cards, and I kind of allowed them to pick the cards for the pick a card. So you've got the Whale Spirit, Trust in the Great Mystery, Moth Spirit, Surrender Now, or Spider Spirit, Make Your Dreams Real. So perhaps if you take a big breath in and a big sigh of release, do you feel particularly drawn to one or the other? Is there an animal that is particularly relevant to you right now? If you want to, you could perhaps ask a certain question and maybe look at different readings, maybe look at all three with different questions in mind. It could be that one's relevant for you, it could be all of them are relevant for you, it could be that none of them are relevant for you, and that's okay. Leave it for the people who the reading is for. But it's tell me anything, it's pick a card, and once you've decided which one you want to choose, go and have a look in that description box down below where you'll find the timestamps for each of these animals, and we'll get into it. Okay, if you picked the Whale Spirit, this is your spread. It's actually very, very interesting. We have whatever you believe in, whether you believe in God, the universe, spirits, aliens, whatever you think is that higher power, even our higher selves, whatever you believe is that greater energy that knows more than us, that creates things, that manifests things. It's showing up here at the top of your reading with the Hierophant and the Whale Spirit, Trust in the Great Mystery. Down here you have not only the Hierophant card, which symbolises the connection to God, if you like, the connection to the heavens, to the divine. You also have the Devil card, so you've got heaven and hell in one reading. I clarified the Devil as well with this Knight of Swords. Yeah, and you've got this kind of like beautiful winged creature, sorry Froggo, this beautiful winged creature here, this heavenly angel-like figure, and then down here you've got this kind of very dark figure, so it really does feel like you've got heaven and hell in one reading. You've also got absolute happiness with the Ten of Cups. This is happiness shared with other people. It's apart from the Sun card, it's the happiest card you could possibly have in the deck. It's kind of like the happily ever after card, but it's also here with this Frog Spirit, which always strikes me as being a little bit down in the dumps, a little bit depressed. It's the why does it always rain on me card. So you've got heaven and hell, happiness and despair all in one reading. I'm going to read to you what the Whale Spirit card has to say, and then we'll kind of get into it a little bit more. Whale Spirit, Trust the Great Mystery. Whale Spirit is an... do you know what? I'm going to pick it up for you. Oops, just if I can not bump the camera, that would be great. Whale Spirit, look at it, it's magical. It's like one of my favourite episodes of Doctor Who, and I talk about this all the time, is the one with the star whale. I think it's called The Beast Below. And it's this... I don't want to kind of do spoilers in case you want to go and watch it, but it's like this magical, like, universe whale that comes in to kind of like save the day. I've just spoiled it, sorry. But yeah, it's like this magical, rare, special creature. Whale Spirit is an ancient creature who is here at the beginning of time and who has seen everything, felt everything, and heard everything that has ever transpired on this planet. In the hidden realms where all things must gather first before manifesting into form, Whale Spirit is the keeper, singing the soul of the whole world from the deepest waters of the coldest seas. See, already I'm picking up a few things here that are in your reading. It says here, where all things must gather first before manifesting into form. And it strikes me that this Hierophant here almost looks like the magician. The magician has all the tools they need to bring the heavenly bodies down and turn them into a tangible reality. They have all four suits of the tarot represented on the card, and you can see here she's kind of got like a flame, a quill, a cup, and some kind of frankincense or myrrh or something like that, some kind of perfume there. And she's kind of like almost like bringing down those heavenly energies from that star there at the top down into like an earthly form. So it does feel like there's this kind of like heaven hell thing going on with this reading. But yeah, so manifesting, it feels like you are potentially manifesting, co-creating with this universal kind of ancient energy, and trying to make your dreams a reality here. But perhaps there's a feeling of fear, or a feeling that it's not working. There's a feeling that it's not getting you anywhere, perhaps. But it's saying that it takes time for this to gather energy. It takes time, because if you think the whale spirit, it's been there, it's saying from the start, the dawning of time until the end of time. So what feels like a long time for us, you know, a year of lockdown, a year of COVID feels like forever for us. You know, to them, it's just like a moment, it's a minute, it's a blip in time. So if we're co-creating with this universal energy, we have to understand that their concept of time is much greater than ours, where our lifespan's shorter. So there could be something there with like being impatient for something to happen. What else did I see there? The deepest, darkest waters of the coldest seas. It feels like this person is in that deep, dark water, right? That coldest sea. This is, I think, the alchemical symbol for water. If I'm talking about the signs that I'm seeing in this reading, there is a sense of water, so water representing emotions, with the cups, the whale spirit and the frog. You also have Taurian energy with this Hierophant card here, so could be dealing with the Taurus. The wealthy man also makes me think of Taurus, but with the wealthy man with the devil card would symbolize a Capricorn. So take any signs that resonate there, if you like. If the situation you're dealing with isn't any of those signs, don't worry about it. It's more about the energy than an actual person. Let's keep reading, and I'll tell you the other things that I'm picking up. When whale spirit appears, it is a reminder that there is a great mystery that you must accept without intellectually trying to understand it. Some things cannot be known by the mind, only experienced through the heart, through the intuition, which the Hierophant would absolutely have, that intuition, that link, right? That kind of knowing without knowing why, you know. Intuition, and through the peripheral senses that part the invisible veils separating the visible world from the great manifesting consciousness in the hidden realms. Now it is time for you to immerse yourself in the great mystery of spirit, and to trust that within the invisible, my nose is clicking, what you can't see now are the seeds of your intentions being tended to by angels. So your dreams, your wishes are on the way. It is quite important though to stay in that high vibrational energy, to not get down into this kind of depressed frog energy, the why does it always rain on me frog, and to not be tied down to any fears you have, any toxic cycles. Now that could be anything. I did try and clarify with this Knight of Swords, it could be that you are tied to a situation where you are tied to a need for information. It almost strikes me as like a tower moment here with the lightning and the towers in the background. So it's like this person is delivering a tower moment. They're delivering a piece of information. So it could be that you're tied up waiting for a piece of information to come in. Doesn't have to be that. There's different ways I can read this. Now you have here the number 11. 6 and 5 equals 11. Also 2 and 9 equals 11. So you've got 11, 11 in your reading. 11s break down to a 2. 2s are about partnership. So I do feel like with 11, 11 showing itself, it is like you've been manifesting something, you've been wishing for something, you've been co-creating with spirit. You're just waiting now for perhaps for communication to come in. With this period of not knowing, of not seeing the results of the effort you've been putting in, I feel like this is where you're kind of losing faith here. You're losing it's either fear or a lack of faith, or like that shadow side of those like depressed feelings coming in, or telling yourself that it's never going to happen, all the bad things that we tell ourselves, right? The devil on our shoulder. But it's here with the Ten of Cups. There is happiness coming in, and it's happiness fulfilled with another person. Now, that's no coincidence that you've got twos here. The 11-11 breaks down to 2-2, right? Two people. You also have a 4 here, which indicates stability. You have a 6 here. 10 and 5 is 15, 1 and 5 is 6. 6s is to do with equal, fair and share. 10s are about endings and new beginnings. 5s are about changes. So what are we getting here? I'm sorry about the boob, by the way. The ace of not clubs, the ace of, what is it? Ace of spades. The ace of spades indicates the Ace of Swords, which would again be some kind of truth being spoken, some kind of like moment of inspiration. It's almost like the light is coming in here, and the light's kind of dawning on her. Now, this is the kind of sexy woman. It's to me, it's almost like Queen of Wands energy. Somebody who's very, very passionate, gorgeous, confident, expressive, very sexually charged, and she's looking towards this wealthy man. So I feel like this wealthy man is an interest for her. The wealthy man, what can I say about that? It's probably earth sign energy. Doesn't have to be. Again, we've got Taurus and Capricorn here. I'm picking up a few things, so I'm going to throw them out there. You can take it or leave it. The Capricorn card, the Devil card, because I just was talking about this. The Devil card next to the Ten of Cups and this... The Devil card next to the Ten of Cups tells me that somebody doesn't believe in their own happiness. They don't believe that they deserve happiness. The Devil card next to this... almost Queen of Wands energy tells me that somebody may have some sort of weakness, sexual weakness, where it's like they can't resist somebody, or they're very sexually obsessive with somebody. With this, it's like needing communication. This card on its own symbolises a controlling mother for me, specifically a controlling mother in the imagery of this card. It's almost like these are children and they're chained and shackled. So this always represents to me a very, very controlling mother. So take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Again, it could be different messages for different people here. But yeah, the main message, you've got the divine and like the kind of devil energy, the light and dark in this reading, and also the happiness and the kind of darker feelings there. And then these two people here, who I believe are probably trying to come together. She's definitely looking in his direction. I think that's everything I need to say about those cards, but I'm going to pull you an advice card. So what's the best advice, please, for group 1? The Whale Spirit. Trust in the great mystery. So your advice is already trust, keep that faith alive, don't lose hope, don't get down in the dumps, try and stay in high vibrational energy, because when you're in high vibrational energy, that's much more creative energy. So if you're trying to, particularly if you're trying to manifest wealth for yourself, you've got to keep those energy levels up. You've got to believe that you can do it. And that's going to actually help you to co-create with spirits to get the things you need. If you are getting down in the dumps, you're going to lose energy. You're not going to have the energy, the drive, the passion to go for those dreams. So that is what I would say is the main message being communicated here. Can I get another message, please? What is the best advice you can give those coming to group 1, please? Those who chose the Whale Spirit, what's the best advice you have for them, please? Don't let your past hold you back, South Node. So I'll grab the book and we'll read what that has to say. Okay. The South Node, like the North Node, is a karmic point, but it's opposite to the North Node and relates to the past, perhaps even to past lives. Whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that age-old programming and conditioning, possibly you did have a controlling parent, so you've got conditioning from childhood. The age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all you might. Do you feel stuck in something? This card will often come as a sign that the situation or relationship you're asking about has somehow become suffocating or even toxic. It suggests that somebody, you even, needs to be released, and there's some kind of addiction going on, or an unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. Absolutely, exactly what we were saying, right? one thing is for sure, I like it when the advice card confirms the reading. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes. And if staying where you are feels easier, and even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. Let me just reread that. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes. Even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. Attuned to the moon, I release the past. Additional meanings for this card. A relationship is karmic and has played out over many lifetimes. Your attraction to someone may be verging on the obsessive. Didn't I tell you that? Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. So there is something there for somebody. I'm going to get you a song for this reading as well, if you just bear with me for one moment. So as I'm pulling up Spotify to randomise you a song, what I would say is that just to kind of clarify, it doesn't mean that if you're interested in someone, if you're trying to manifest a relationship into your life, it doesn't mean that it can't happen. But if you are starting to feel that kind of obsessive energy, which starts to become clinging, right? Needy, clinging energy, that is not the healthiest way for a relationship to start. So release, hand it over to the universe. What's meant to be yours will always come back to you. Try to lighten up, try to have fun, try to get out of any kind of like obsessive cycles that you may be falling into. Allow it to flow to you rather than grasping. Okay, so I'm going to randomise you a song from my light songs. This is the song that came through for Taurus today. If you are connecting with the Taurus, you may want to go and watch their reading. Let's have a look. So, excuse me, Siren. The best song, please, for the people coming to the whale spirit reading. It's so funny, that actually played this morning as well. I think just after I posted the Taurus reading, it was the next one that came through. Selling Jesus by Skunk and Anansie. Yeah, you could definitely have some kind of religious factor at play in this reading. This song talks about... they want your soul and your money, your blood and your bones. They're selling Jesus again. So it's almost like an inauthentic version of religion. So I think all religions have good aspects and negative aspects. And sometimes what happens with all religions, so a bit of a touchy subject, but go with me. What can sometimes unfortunately happen with even the best religions, right, is some of the people who are promoting that religion can sometimes be doing it not for genuine reasons, but because they want to either control a situation. These two energies are very, very controlling, so we could be dealing with a very controlling religious background or context. So that's probably why that song came up, because I should have said that, I should have picked up on that, and I didn't. So yeah, again, controlling mother, very controlling in terms of religious, of upbringing, of a belief system. Sometimes it can be that people lose their sense of humanity, which I would say is their true connection to the divine, and they can become so immersed in scripture or traditions that they lose, that they're purporting to be, they're saying they're acting within a religious framework, when actually that framework has become distorted. So there may be something in there for somebody, and it's not saying the religion itself is bad, just that sometimes that framework can get twisted into something that becomes constrictive rather than supportive. There may be something there for somebody. Okay, I hope that was helpful. I do suggest, with the next reading that's coming up being surrender now, and with this saying that if you are holding too tightly, you may need to surrender and release in order to allow something to flow back to you. You may also wish to watch that Moth spirit reading that's going to come on immediately after this. I don't know why there's drilling going on. Perhaps you've got some building work going on around you. Okay, I really hope that was helpful to you. I'm really tempted to call you Taurus because of that horrific card looking at me there. But again, whatever sign you are, don't worry about too much about the signs. And that drilling is driving me mad. I hope that was helpful to you. Do take care. Bye-bye. Hello to those of you who chose the Moth spirit. Interesting reading. It does bear some similarities to the whale spirit reading, so could be definitely a connection there between those two readings. If you wanted to check that out, you don't have to. I'm not trying to like get you to watch more of the video. I'm genuinely saying there's a connection there. You may want to be made aware of that. It's interesting because you've got this Moth spirit followed by this temptation card. Now this is actually the devil card, and again the devil card did just come out in that whale reading, but this gives me a very, very different energy. This is probably one of my most positive devil cards. Temptation it's called here. And they're giving me temptation. In fact, that's the second song I've got through for you already, because I was getting ready now. Surrender Now, I was getting ready now by the Cat Empire. I think I'm ready now. So it's almost like somebody's ready to surrender to temptation. We have this tiger spirit here as well. It's very, very intense energy. The devil card can indicate obsession, an intense focus on something. And I'm definitely picking up with this tiger card, and also it could be kind of a very heated sexual energy. Other things that I'm picking up on this reading is like a rebirth energy. Now the Moth spirit is almost like kind of like butterfly and phoenix energy for me. It kind of is associated with nighttime, with the dark side, a rebirth. You know, the moth goes through a metamorphosis. It comes out of a cocoon and spreads its wings and goes to loftier heights. So again, very kind of like butterfly phoenix energy. Could possibly be dealing with maybe Gemini or Capricorn with these two cards here. We also have Scorpio, Libra down here, water signs. Doesn't have to be any of those signs, but do take it if it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. The hammering started now. I'm just going to close the window too a little bit more so you can't hear that hammering. It may be that there's building work going on around you. Anything that happens in a reading is part of the reading. Now, this Knight of Pentacles confused me at first. Now, I have read this Moth Spirit card, and I'll read that to you in a moment. But what this is coming through to me is that, like, surrender to temptation. Don't try and fight it. Don't deny it. Be in tune with your feelings, with your passions, with the way you feel. There is nothing wrong with feeling an intense passion for something or someone. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with feeling a huge amount of love and affection for somebody. It is showing possibly that there could be a third-party situation. You've got a lot of threes here. So 3 and 9 breaks down to a 12, which breaks down further to a 3. You've got 3, 3, you've got 30. So could be a situation where somebody already has a partner. But I think that it's, as I say, it's kind of okay to feel things. It's okay to be like, I have a lot of love and passion and affection for this person. But it's what you do with that that matters. But I think acknowledging it to yourself and surrendering to your feelings and saying, okay, this is the way I feel, so be it. Now, that doesn't mean you have to go and leap into bed with this person, but I think acknowledging those feelings is better than trying to hide them and fight them and push them down, because all that does is kind of create some kind of like tension within you where you kind of have this self-denial. Now up here, just before I move to this Knight of Pentacles, up here you have a truth spoken, a moment of realization, a piece of information, a new idea, the Ace of Swords. The actual image that came out is this one underneath here. Now it is quite graphic, so I've hidden it. I'm not comfortable with putting it on the internet on YouTube, but it actually does show somebody, as you can probably tell by the hint there, it does show somebody self-harming. So there could be information that you feel like if revealed it could hurt you. It's like if I speak my truth, there is a sense that it'll hurt me, which is why I think we have the concern and the adjudication card here. Now the adjudication card can mean contracts, court systems, formal systems where somebody's making a formal judgment, and somebody could be very afraid though of the judgment of the people around them. If I speak my truth, what are people going to think of me, especially if there is kind of like a love triangle going on here. Up here you have the Knight of Pentacles. Now the Knight of Pentacles traditionally in the tarot is one of the slowest moving knights in the deck. They come up with a plan. Normally it represents an earth sign, doesn't have to be, but it's somebody coming up with a plan, taking tangible steps forward, but doing it in a very slow and steady way. It's kind of like the hare and the tortoise. The tortoise wins the race in the end because they're slow and methodical and they take care. So this is kind of a conflict between surrendering to temptation and not wanting to dive in because you're trying to go at a steady measured pace. It actually has, though, this scythe. It's almost like excuse me a minute, sorry about that, I had to take a phone call. Funnily enough though, then the time of the call was 333, so again I've seen lots of threes. So yeah, this Knight of Pentacles actually carries a scythe, which gives me death energy. So it could be that it's almost like it's time to stop going slow and to surrender to going with the flow, to seeing what happens, to being free and easy. Not necessarily trust your own judgment in this situation. I did clarify this Knight of Pentacles though, and we got the Judgment card, again similar to the Adjudication card, but this comes with this rebirth energy, very similar to the Moth energy, of the Phoenix energy. Of it could be that you're in a relationship and there's going to be a rebirth in that relationship, or it could be that you are leaving a relationship and you're going to go into a new cycle of life. It does have a sense of hearing a call. Now the Temptation card, while it is typically devil energy, it could also mean that something's drawing you. There's some kind of pulling you towards a better life, a better future. Now you have very, very positive energy here. So if you were a bit worried about somebody, perhaps they're presenting as this kind of tiger energy, maybe King of Wands energy, very fiery, very confident, very intense. It may be a bit scary to you. You know, you may be like, I don't really know what to make of this person. You're also showing up here with the King of Cups and the dog. Now the dog, it indicates somebody who's very loyal, very faithful, very pure intentioned. It also comes in with this Ten of Cups energy, which is happiness shared with other people, love and affection, and being with people that you have a great affection for. So it could be a friend. It doesn't have to be a love interest. In fact, there's nothing here to say that something is specifically a love interest. It could very well be friends, family, colleagues, but people. There's a temptation, there's a pull, there's a call to this almost rebirth, this second life energy, and it's coming through. Not only is this very, very loyal, faithful, wearing the heart on the sleeve type person, and you can literally see this person's arm, like talking about wearing your heart on your sleeve. This is the King of Cups. This is somebody very pure intentioned, very, very coming into the situation with a huge amount of love, very emotionally stable, emotionally mature, respectful, caring, supportive, nurturing, a lovely, lovely energy. It's coming through as a masculine energy, doesn't have to be. You also have this Nine of Cups. Now, if you were worried with that Temptation card that there might be any codependency here, it's showing that this person actually knows how to make themselves happy with the Nine of Cups. It's also a card about wish fulfillment, of dreams coming true. It's kind of like the Minor Arcana star card. So interestingly, again, with the last reading, there was a frog on it. So I feel like I've got the flip side of the last reading, because the frog in the previous reading was kind of a bit down in the dumps, a bit depressed. The frog in this reading is showing up on the Nine of Cups card, which is somebody who knows how to make themselves happy. They're not codependent in any way on an emotional level. So that is looking really, really good there, along with that Knight of Pentacles. I think I've covered all the cards, so I'll read from the book for the Moth Spirit, and then we'll get you a song for this reading. Moth Spirit, surrender now. Moth Spirit asks, what is guiding you right now? Are you in alignment with Spirit, or pursuing something or someone with so much tenacity that it has become a compulsion or addiction? Are you so intoxicated by a potential relationship or opportunity that you can't think straight? So it's not showing as bad, it's actually showing as hugely, hugely positive. It's gorgeous energy. However, it's the over enthusiasm that's becoming almost obsessive and addictive. Very similar again to that whale reading. Hard work and dedication are virtues. It's talking about this Knight of Pentacles now. Hard work and dedication are virtues, and love, of course, is a beautiful thing, and there's a huge amount of love here. When Moth spirit appears, it's time to consider if you've gone over the edge in a relentless pursuit, workaholism, overeating, perfectionism, or addiction to certainty. Or addiction to certainty, or even to a person may be your current vice. Addiction to certainty. So perhaps this person, this slow and steady energy is like, I need to be sure before I walk out the door. I want to break free. Yeah, it's like, I need that certainty. I need that clarity before I can make a move. But this is almost saying, surrender to the temptation. Go for it. It looks really good, right? The form of your addiction does not matter so much as an awareness of the consequences of remaining persistent when moderation is needed. Oh, so that is saying actually be moderate. Okay, you're going to have to take this... Let go of your excessive energy by channeling it in more than one direction. The fire burns hot, and you do not want to be engulfed by your passion to the exclusion of all other pursuits that matter to you. Yeah, so if you're getting a bit obsessive, do try and kind of like, I don't know, exercise or play a game or something to kind of take your mind off it. Because it might be that you start to neglect other areas of your life because you're so caught up with whatever this is. Especially if it's something that you can't take action on right now. You know, maybe you're apart from this person because of lockdown. Now is the time for surrender and radical acceptance so that your drive does not cause you to flee or to fight. It's telling you to be steady. Spirit wants you to release your need for certainty and control, so that you can relax into a more balanced way of using your moth spirit energy. Banish the shoulds and musts so that you can enjoy what is and allow for what might be. Enjoy what is, allow what might be, go with the flow. But that is looking very, very positive, actually. That's looking like a really nice reading. I'm just going to make a quick note of a couple of the songs that came through for you there, and then we're going to pull a song for you from Spotify. Okay, I'll rewind the video and look it up there. Obviously, if you are in a third-party situation, it may be that you need to close one cycle before beginning another, just to kind of make that clear. Let's see what you get. So for the people who chose Moth Spirit, surrender now. What is the best song that you can give them, please? No One Sleeps When I'm Awake by The Sound. Sorry, I just got a message and got distracted. No One Sleeps When I'm Awake by The Sound. Okay, I'm going to listen to that quickly and then I'll give you a few notes, but you can listen to that yourself as well. Oh, that's really sweet. I know I like that song. It's on my liked songs. I couldn't quite remember any of the lyrics off the top of my head though, but it's really cute. Crossing the Rubicon as well, it says on that album cover. Crossing the Rubicon, it's a reference to taking a chance, taking a gamble. Sort of there's no going back when I take this leap of faith. So it could be that you're approaching a kind of leap of faith there. Funny that things like faith keep coming up. That song also has this kind of like belief, faith element to it. Now, the words I picked out are... words are all I have to give to you. The dreams I dream, the songs I sing for you, they're coming from the heart. And absolutely, there is somebody here who has their heart wide open, heart on the sleeve. Very, very genuine. If you were concerned about whether or not this person's genuine, I mean, if this is your reading, they're showing us super loving, super honest, super open. The dreams I dream, the songs I sing for you, they're coming from the heart. So... I liked that reading. See, the devil isn't always bad. Sometimes it's just calling you into the right path for you. So I do hope that was helpful to you. Maybe stick around for the next reading if you want to. If not, I'll leave it there, and I wish you a very happy new year. Do take care. I hope you're still here. I'm so sorry, I forgot to pull you an advice card. So the best advice, please, for those who chose the Moth Spirit. There we go. The North Node, that is so funny, and it came out reversed. The first reading, the whale reading, got the South Node, so I really feel like this is like the flip side of each other's reading. So funny how that happened. I've got the wrong book and everything now. I'm all flustered. Maybe you're really flustered after that reading. I don't know. I've had a peek at the next set of cards as well. I'm very interested to dive into that. Okay, step out of your comfort zone. There's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow, because you are headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing the thing that scares you within reason. God, it really applies to your reading. This card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction, to take action. So are you willing to follow through and lead the life you were incarnated to live? If you finally find the courage to make the leap, there is a good chance you will come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? I mean, you have the judgment card there, which is like literally like hearing the call. And I see that temptation card as almost being very similar. It's like that temptation, that strong magnetic pull, that kind of like devil energy, which normally is a bad thing in a reading. Today it's coming through as like really trying to magnetically pull you towards a situation that's almost like you're calling. I know I'm headed in the right direction. Additional meanings for this card. You're headed for something which feels like destiny. Oh my goodness. You need to face a fear and get over it. Time to stop obsessing about someone or something. Exactly the same message as you're reading. Stand on your own 2 feet and you've got this. So yeah, don't be obsessive or clingy. Release it. And you can still have it. You're just going to have it in a better, healthier way than if you're really obsessing over it. Because that doesn't serve you. That doesn't help you get your dreams, your wishes, your goals. Okay, do take care. Go and check out that whale reading if you haven't already. I'm going to move on to group 3. Okay, hello to those of you who chose that spider spirit. I'm going to read your the message with that first. I am not sure what to make of your reading. I'm excited to dive into it. I'm seeing things across the cards, but I'm not quite sure what they mean, and there's a lot of people involved, so really interesting. But let's just read the oracle message first, just to kind of like ease us into this gently. Weaving your dreams into the fabric of life begins with a single thread of intention, and then spirit joins you as your co-weaving partner. Take but a single step to make your dream a reality, and spirit will take 10 towards you, for the universe is designed to support your dream weaving. Spider spirit arrives when you need reminding of the awesome power of co-creation with spirit. Ideas and resources will begin to appear as if by magic as you begin to bring your dreams from the realm of intention into the world of the senses where they take form. Again, such parallels between all 3 readings. The action you need to take is to be clear about your intentions. This feels to me like the whale reading. The action you need to take is to be clear about your intentions and then act as if you've become the one that lives the life you desire. The web of creation has an uncanny way of coming together to weave the beautiful pattern you set in motion. Another message of Spider Spirit is about any creative project you may be considering: writing, painting, music, journaling, gardening, etc. Now is the time when inspiration wants to be channeled through you as something creative, even artistic and tangible. Creative projects are successful now if you are so inclined. Let yourself be open to abundance. Now there's something unlocking for you in your reading. I am noticing the amount of keys. You have these keys here at the top of this hermit card. So there's a door there to be unlocked, but it's like finding which key fits the lock, right? So there's some kind of trial and error where something's being unlocked. This Queen of Pentacles actually holds a key and her gates are wide open. So that sounded lewd. So thanks for that. You also have this key here on this card. Now this is like the birdcage card. It always indicates to me like somebody's heart space. The birdcage indicating somebody's rib cage, the heart being locked away in there. So it kind of gives me Open Your Heart by Madonna. Open your heart to me, baby. I hold the lock and you hold the key. So it could definitely be romance with these flowers here, with these tulips, because the tulips do indicate a romantic gesture. It can also be a gesture of friendship, of interest in general. So take it as it resonates. It doesn't have to be love. I have to make that very clear. But there is this sense of unlocking something. It could be unlocking creative potential within yourself. Unlocking, noticing that there's all these pink flowers. Perhaps you want to be a florist. Perhaps that's what it is for you. You've got this dream of being a florist. I'm just writing Open Your Heart down. I've also got a note there, as I was pulling your cards, I got Once Upon a Dream, the Lana Del Rey version, because that's the version that I've been listening to. So yeah, I know you, I walked with you once upon a dream. So I got completely distracted then. This card here, this is the Wheel of Fortune card. Yep, it is. I was checking if it was Wheel of Fortune or the World card. It's the Wheel of Fortune card, and it's represented here as a safe. Again, Taurian energy there, which keeps cropping up in these readings. Taurian energy, Leo energy, a Libra energy maybe with that kind of eagle-like bird there, and then there's like some creepy dude lurking in the shadows, some kind of alien there involved in this reading. But it's a safe, right? It's a big golden safe. It's like a treasure chest, a treasure box, something that has a huge amount of potential. It feels like it's really going to turn your fortunes around, but you need to find the right key to unlock it. Okay, so with the Hermit card, it could be that you've been spending some time alone, possibly alone in your own house, right? Sorry, I just kind of intuitively got something. Now, I don't have this deck of cards. I don't even 100% for sure know what deck of cards it is, but I've seen Sand Tarot using them. She uses a deck where it's like dream interpretation cards, and one of her cards is a locked room. It's like a room, because it's like the dream that you have, right, where you're in your house and suddenly you discover this door that you didn't realize was there, and you go into it and it's like a new room in the house. So I think that card talks about, again, it's not a card I have, so the way I'm interpreting it or remembering it is that it's like there's some kind of potential within you. Again, it could be a creative project, something that you didn't know that you had, like a skill that you'd locked away or forgotten about, or it's going to be unlocked within you. But yeah, needing to find the right key. So yeah, there's this barrier, this barricade, right? Now that I'm getting barricades by Cat Empire, that's like the vault to this secret room, this secret hidden potential that's really going to like be like this change of fortune for you. So how do you get through the door? Could be you're dealing with a Virgo here with the Hermit and the King of Earth and the Queen of Pentacles. These two are both earth sign energy, and this is specifically Virgo energy, so could be dealing with a Virgo. How do you get through the door? Now, the Queen of Pentacles has the key. She has the key and she has the door open. Now, sometimes this comes through as a negative energy for me. It's almost like she's guarding that doorway. She's guarding the entrance. So how do you get past her? How do you get the key off her? Or how do you get access to the door with the hidden potential? So this could be a boss, some kind of gatekeeper, a mother, wife, potential love interest, co-worker, somebody who holds the key to opening this door. This is a weird reading, and it's like this is the hidden room then. It's like you didn't know, and it looks really comfortable and really rich and abundant. Now, the King and Queen of Pentacles, like I say, you've got so many different people in this reading. This is a person, this is a person, this is a person, this is a person. Again, Hermit is normally representing Virgo energy, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be you being in this kind of self-reflective mode where you're trying to figure out something, probably figuring out how to tap this potential. The King and Queen of Pentacles are a pair in the tarot. They're a partnership. They're from different decks though, which sometimes tells me that they might be two people who are very compatible, but they have different backgrounds. The King of Earth is somebody who's King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. It's earth sign energy, so these people are dependable, they're practical, they're there day after day after day. They put the work in, they build up that wealth, right? They build up the wealth behind in the vault. So practical people, good at the material side of life, career orientated, people who work hard, and they're also very, very nurturing as well. It often represents parents in the tarot, so it could be parents for you, perhaps parents who've built up some kind of like some kind of nest egg for you, but you don't know how to unlock this nest egg. Again, kind of tying in with that whale reading where there was the wealthy man, so it could be the wealthy man is some sort of father for you. So how do you get to those resources? So take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. There is like this gatekeeper energy. Now, the King of Water is coming in, and this could be the same character as the King of Earth. Together, they kind of almost give me Father Christmas energy, maybe. Somebody who's very dependable. You see them on the same day every year, like clockwork, right? Really, really dependable. But they also come in with a huge amount of love and compassion and heartfelt energy. So it could be the same person, it could be different people. This is water sign energy, so it could be what do we have? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I definitely know a Scorpio. If you're watching this, hi, you know who you are. It's very, very loving. It's very emotionally balanced. Together, this is very, very nurturing energy. So I am reading it as the same person today, but again, it doesn't have to be. This person approaches things from a practical, if you think it's two people, this person's the sort of person who approaches things in a practical manner. It's like, right, how do I get the job done? What practical steps do I need to take to make this work? This person approaches things from a more intuitive, emotional level. So it's like, how do I feel about this? How will this impact the people around me? On an emotional level, is everybody happy? So you can see that these two people approach life in different ways. However, it could be somebody who represents both, so somebody with both placements. Because how I'm seeing this is, if this King of Earth, and I'm seeing it as the King of Earth, right, trying to create something, trying to get past this gatekeeper energy, it's like, if this person's been approaching it in a very, very practical manner, a very business-like way, very much like, right, just give me all the keys and I'll try them all, and then eventually one of them will work. They're going through it in a very methodical way. The fox here representing kind of intelligence, right? Thinking things through, being very strategic. It's like, if that technique isn't working, if that's not opening the door, you need to come at it from a compassionate, loving perspective, from an emotional perspective. So go in with the flowers, go in with an apology, a gift, a show of affection, a show of love. Doesn't have to be like, I love you, I want to marry you, although that could be what this is, with the King and Queen of Pentacles there, unlocking the heart, unlocking that door. Could definitely be that, a proposal in the family room perhaps. That's not the main message I'm getting through though. What I'm getting through more is that this person is being quite stubborn, because this person's stubborn, especially if this is Taurian energy. It could be two Tauruses, both digging their heels in, because you're coming at it in the same energy. So flipping the switch, changing the odds, and approaching it in a more emotional way. It would mean so much to me if you allowed me to go through that door. I would really appreciate it. I know that you care about me and I care about you, and I want you to be happy just as I know you want me to be happy. So therefore, please allow me access to this hidden room. Possibly. It may be enough to kind of, you're changing the odds, you're changing the approach. So appealing to this person in the way that you've always appealed to them, in a way that they expect. It's not shifting things. So flip the switch, approach them from a different angle, perhaps bring them flowers, and see if that makes any difference. Again, that's not necessarily everybody's story, but that's kind of what I'm getting through there with that. So I hope that helps you. Yeah, I do feel like this is like butting heads energy. I'm just seeing if there's anything else there that I wanted to say. I think we're good. I think we're good there. Queen of Swords. Yeah, this person may actually appreciate quite an honest approach. Eight of Pentacles, putting work in. So this is something that is taking a lot of work, a lot of trial and error, I feel. Right, best advice please for the people who are coming to the spider reading, and then we're going to get you a song to close out the reading. There we go. What have you got? You've got two. Oh, three. You're very close to achieving your goal. Yeah, okay. Time to give rather than take. You've got that Virgo energy again there, and expect powerful change. Trying to give rather than take. Yeah. So if you've been approaching this like, I need the key. I need you to give me the key so that I can get through the door. It's almost like, if you approach it in this more emotional giving manner, emotionally open, that may be actually what this person's waiting for, or it's unexpected enough that it kind of not tricks them. I mean, you've got the fox there, but I don't mean it's like tricking them. It's like surprising them. you know, doing the unexpected, which kind of puts them off that kind of stubborn, combative energy for a moment, and allows you to kind of change the script. Okay. You're very close to achieving your goal. The word gibbous means bulging. What a descriptive word, right? And pulling this card at any time of the month suggests that the situation you're asking about is bulging with possibility and coming to a peak. But it isn't an ending card with a neat yes or no answer. Rather, you're being reminded that some adjustments may be required before you can get what you want, though you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring for you. However, there is also a sense that the situation is a bit tense, so don't push too hard. One false move and the whole thing could blow. That's not meant to scare you, it's just to let you know that there's a fuse attached to this situation, so be careful if you choose to light it. Attuned to the moon. I know I'm on the right track. Additional meanings for this card. Now is a good time to review your plans. Keep the momentum going as you move towards your dreams. Stay focused. It's a good time to start a new project. You need to get back into good health habits. Okay. New moon in Virgo. When this card comes up, it's time for you to take stock of the situation. Where are you and where do you want to go? The new moon energy of the card suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests that you make that restart a clever one that's simple and well organised. Virgo has a strong health aspect to it, so you've got two cards about looking after your health here. So if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapies, so add these to your routines now. However you've been feeling. So just try and be conscious of your health in general. If a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be that you're over-analysing things. Blocked, right? Or being too critical. Yeah, critical Virgo energy. It's time to ask less what someone else can do for you and to think more about what you can do for others. Exactly, right? I'm glad I read that right, because it's confirming what I was saying about moving in a different energy. Attune with the moon. Recommit to healthy morning and evening routines. Additional meanings for this card. Gradual improvements are coming. Pay attention to detail if you want success without being pedantic. Be of service to others. Love and money will follow. The person you're asking about is reliable. Okay. Sorry if you hear the neighbour's dog barking there. They were just barking as I was finding the... There you go. they're finding the page. Hi, Oscar. Expect powerful change. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings and there are powerful energies at work, but be prepared. It could be quite a ride, and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Oh, can't get my words out. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason you'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path, and there's nothing to fear. Never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. Additional meanings for this card. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. So if there wasn't somebody making a proposal, I hope that's your answer. You're being shunted towards your life purpose. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. This is an important turning point in your life. Okay, that looks really exciting. I was excited to do your reading when I saw the cards. I was like, what is this? What is it? Okay, let's get you a song from Spotify. Do go and check out the other readings. There's definitely parallels between all three of them. A lot of earth sign energy in them as well. Okay. So the people who chose Spider Spirit, they've been working really hard. They're trying to get that money together, that wealth. They're unlocking something. What's the best song, please, for their reading? Do you remember The First Time by Pulp? Oh, you say you're not sure. Boy, your pants off again. Oh, now it's getting late. This song is about, it's actually talking about a third-party situation. The person he's singing to already has a partner, but this person seems quite bored in the relationship. And so he's saying, do you remember the first time? I can't remember the worst time. Saying, oh, I don't care what you're doing. Okay, so okay, group 3, what are you up to? Pulp, his and hers. Yeah, his and hers, I mean, it could definitely be that this is some sort of partnership. Do you remember the first time? Perhaps this is what you need to do. You need to perhaps approach this in the terms of like, do you remember the love we used to have? Do you remember how it felt when we fell in love? Now, again, it's up to you whether you rekindle a relationship here or you're just approaching it from an emotional perspective rather than kind of a hard-headed, kind of bullish, give me what I want perspective. I'm sure there's something there for somebody. Could definitely be that somebody has 2 love interests. Just saying. So take that as it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. And I hope it was helpful to you. Do take care. Leave me a like if you like. And maybe go and check out some of those other readings too. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.